Hello and welcome to today's episode. In this episode, I want to talk about my views of art and why I think drawing is important to learn, even if you're not considering a profession in the arts. So let's begin. Let's see. So, the idea of art, my idea of art, is that art is anything and everything that is designed to evoke an emotion. Okay? So that leaves it pretty open to pretty much about everything. Originally, I used to think that drawing, sculpture, painting were the epitome of art. Nowadays, I see drawing, painting, and sculpture merely as tools, and these tools are used to convey or communicate an idea or an emotion. And whether or not it's art does not depend on its success or not. But that's my opinion of it. Good or bad art does not make it more or less art. Some art is better at conveying the emotion, and I think that over time, as an artist develops, as I develop, we get better at targeting our narrative or the idea that we want to sell people on or to bring up. And so that's my view of art. And I want to transition this into that and drawing. So earlier I said I see drawing merely as a tool. And the reason why is I made the connection after hearing many artists talk, other professional, more professional artists than I, talk about similarities between drawing and baseball. Now, originally I didn't see it this way, but now I do, and I'm going to explain why. All right, so in baseball, you have several big theories or concepts that you are juggling with at once in order to play successfully. But these are just concepts. And those are learned and improved upon in time. The other aspect of playing baseball is actually playing baseball. All right. So you have to know how to swing a bat. You need to be able to do it multiple times. You need to be able to catch a ball. You need to be able to throw a ball. And those are probably the three biggest elements of baseball is hitting the ball, catching the ball, and throwing the ball. And each of those has a mastery behind them that takes time to develop. It takes time to develop that hand-eye coordination, the physicality of the movements, and making your body flow through each of those stances in order to, throw the ball, catch the ball, or hit the ball. Similarly, in drawing, we have seeing, observing, processing, and then drawing. So in baseball, it's seeing, observing the pitcher throw the ball, processing how that ball was thrown, and then understanding where to hit the ball, whether it's a shortstop ball, a first, third, or second ball, or home run ball, or fly ball, and then reacting and committing to that desired outcome. Okay, in drawing we have that same process of observing the shape or observing the line or the feeling of what it is that we want to draw, understanding what it is that we're seeing by breaking it down, and then drawing it, and then all of that happening simultaneously like it would if you're hitting a baseball. All right. And over time, this process becomes second nature of seeing the world and simplifying it to a understandable point, and then writing that down, almost as if you're taking notes on what it is that you're observing. Okay, that's exactly what it is. You're taking notes on what it is you're feeling while you observe the object or shape or negative space or whatever it is that you're looking at. Okay, whether it be a tree or a cow or an airplane or a person, the approach is the same, right? And this tool set is expandable into any other profession. Uh, it helps to develop that understanding, and it gives creative freedom to problem solve. You can only get so far with words. Words are a great tool, but they are better at certain things while drawing is better at other things. And drawing is very good at visual communication, understanding forms, shapes, value, um, and perspective. Where is that object in relationship to you, the viewer? And that little extra insight on life, when you observe it, goes a long ways in understanding it a little bit more deeply. Not life, but the objects that are in life. All right. So if it's a clipboard or a piece of paper, an iPad or a pencil, and they're all approached the same way. And when we understand these shapes, these primitive forms, we can tack on additional information to those, kind of like a bulletin board or like a bookshelf full of three-dimensional models that have little footnotes next to them. Let's say you have like an insect on your shelf, and it's a rhinoceros beetle, and then when you pick up the rhinoceros beetle, you're reminded of these additional facts about the rhinoceros beetle, which didn't take any effort to remember because it's just automatically associated with that form that you are seeing or feeling in your mind's eye or whatever. And so that's just a little bit of why I think it's important to learn how to draw. I'm not sure if that was succinct, and in the next episode I want to talk a little bit more about this subject of why I think it's important to learn how to draw, even if you don't want to go into a profession that requires drawing. Why and how that can enhance your life, and a little bit of how that's enhanced my life. But in the end, it doesn't hurt to gain a deep understanding and mastery in any skill or profession. Drawing is just one of many, but I think drawing is a vitally important one when it comes to the academics. All right, thank you for watching. Catch you later.